Increasingly given to sentiment with passing years, Sir Hopkin Burton stands at his hotel window and seeks out in the drizzle-dimmed distance the cupola of the old town theatre, where he'd made his start in repertory. From there, his role as a teenage tearaway Mercutio had propelled him from the provinces to London, within the season where his performance as Pinky in Brighton Rock had made hardened critics soil the stalls in terror. Stratford had shivered and withered before the youthful menace of his crouchback and Scottish king. He put the shake back in Shakespeare in Our Winters of Discontent, as one critic had memorably put it.
A small group of elders representing the local Muslim community consider the proposal put by Councillor Waldo that they take the soon-to-be former town theatre on a peppercorn lease from the council and convert it into a mosque.
Mary Ann Sailors looks at the free bus pass that has pride of place on her small mantel shelf and praises the Lord that she's lived to see her land set free, and she has been showered with such bounty by its government. Her nearest bus stop is a quarter of a mile uphill from her flat, and the service more irregular than that of war-torn third world countries. A rust-flecked van reverses into the rear yard of a shop, and Miss Mvanwy Price takes delivery of branded sportswear from her occasional suppliers, Wide Boy and the Warehouse Kid. While they count out the cash, a shop assistant removes the price and security tags still attached to the garments.
Ontloyn Williams awakes among the empty bottles and congealed curry cartons to the gathering sounds of day. Chewing on a stale chapati, he makes a cup of coffee in his kitchen and listens to the children play behind the chain-link fence of the Welsh sectarian primary school.
Mr. Singh takes discreet delivery of a suspiciously sizable selection of spirits and beers which have travelled from Europe avoiding frontiers. Wide Boy and the Warehouse Kid failed to persuade him to take 4 cases of their champagne, despite assurances that it tastes just like the real thing.
Evans above, local roofing contractor and jobbing builder, refrains from saying, "I told you so," when called by the Reverend Eli Jenkins. Fortunately, through the regularity of such incidents, he now has enough plywood, tarpaulin and rope in stock to waterproof a soccer stadium.
In the Atlantic View function room of the Esplanade Hotel, representatives of the local media affect nonchalance and try to convey the impression that they interview Oscar winners before dinner most days. Recycled opinions are exchanged, intended questions changed and schedules rearranged. They have been trumped and the queue has been jumped by the regional broadcasters, who have scheduled an hour-long televised special on the opening of the new Centre for the Performing Arts. They have promised that their programme will advance the beatification of Sir Hopkin Burton by amplifying his role in rescuing the Arts Centre project. The amused acquiescence of Sir Hopkin's agent confirms this to be one of the more agreeable fictions he has been asked to promulgate in recent months.
The chief executive of the broadcasting company confides to a colleague that they can deal with the much messier truth within a year or so when the centre runs out of money, as it inevitably will.
Captain Cat has been hosed down, force-fed and forcibly led to the day lounge of the nursing home by its brisk and efficient staff. He is parked for the morning in an armchair by a window which has a distant glimpse of the sea. Salt tears leak from his sightless eyes.